Now look at the reserve time, nothing. I'm sorry, I just love. I think this is a really good draft from Crazy. Like watching the pieces in motion, you can just see Owie had this really well planned.
You know, Cloud9 may still set themselves up into a position where the Troll could succeed in his lane, I guess. You know, it seems pretty good against Legion Commander, and if he has, like, great support with him, which I don't know if that's going to actually be the Undying or Phoenix, or they're going to try lane it or what have you. But the problem is it looked like they're going to be backing themselves into a corner where they could possibly lose the two other lanes. But, you know, DK is a formidable pickup who can't really lose. He typically draws even most times. So, you know, and they need a little more ways to pressure towers and push objectives.
Yeah, I don't hate it. It doesn't lose its lane versus Legion or Gyro as well, which is nice. As you said, it just doesn't really lose many lanes. And he gives you someone to group up. That's always going to be the thing with DK. You have someone to group up with in the mid game. Whether you have an item or not, you just pop the Dragon form and you just play around him. So it's always nice to have him.
Dire team ban.
Now they ban the Mars.
I think that's a pretty good ban.
I know. To be honest, I'm surprised Cloud9 didn't also grab that up with their third pick. Would have it really given away too much? Would have risked putting this Mars into a real bad lane, I guess. I don't know if that would have changed the Gyro pick or not, but yeah, very intrigued. Very intrigued, as always, with Cloud9 in their drafts.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They have so many voices. Obviously, I don't know how many voices they have now, but knowing all their players, they do all talk during the draft. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. It's just a lot of ideas, and the problem is your idea might not match his idea, and all of a sudden you have like a DK troll, and hopefully not another melee. You need some sort of ranged catch. What is ranged catch? Thank goodness we're casting at home. I can look at the hero list.
Oh yeah, that's right.
10 seconds
Let's see.
Okay.
There's not many heroes.
Oh, Clockwork.
Oh.
That's fantastic
I guess
to have.
It's like ranged catch. I mean, the hook shot is ranged, not a ranged hero. I'm a little nervous for the 4 melee, but you have the Phoenix as well, and it's disruptive. If the Clockwork gets on top of the Gyro, it's big. It means he can't just shoot the tombstone, shoot the egg, which is good.
Yeah. I'm curious how they lane it. Gyro Phoenix sounds like a cool lane. Or not Gyro Phoenix, sorry. It's Clockwork Phoenix. You know, he's able to get close and set up for easy Forge Spirits. He's fighting within the cogs. It's an easy Sunray target to just blast the cogs. He'll definitely get both of them. Sounds like a fun little pairing.
It does. We saw the Phoenix played in a 5 roll by MJZ earlier, and he owned that hero, man. It just does damage with a few levels. You don't even need items, just levels, and you're blasting.
Mm-hmm. Now it's on Crazy here. You know, still in a good position. If this is a Mirana 4 position, I'd say she can get a 4 staff to bail anyone out who's caught out by, you know, Clockwork, let's say, or needs to get away from Troll and such. But potential, now they know who they're going against in the mid lane. DK, need ranged. I don't know if, I mean, plenty of options out there. Like TAs and your pucks and your, is there spirits out there? There's still Void Spirit out there if they want to grab it.
I'm thinking tempo heavy. I like Ember, obviously banned. Void Spirit's good because it gets out of the cogs, it gets away from the Undying Tombstone, it gets away from. I actually really like Void Spirit here. I'm curious if, I know Bryle does play it. What would they be lacking if they took that? They don't really have the best burst damage themselves, which could be an issue. Versus a DK and a Troll, I don't think you can pick Lena because of the Clockwork, but I think you do need some burst. That was the problem we saw with Business Associates, just 0.
Yeah, if I don't get the burst to answer Troll, it's got to be someone who can go toe-to-toe also with the Troll, but that sounds like you're going to go very greedy at that point. I don't think you want to get like Medusa and then Gyro and put Medusa mid or some crazy stuff like that. Monkey King.
Oh, they just go for the lanes instead. Yeah. 4. I even said it right. 4 melee. Who is the king of melee heroes? Probably the Monkey King.
Again,
that is a good pick.
Oh man, yeah, that's a really good pick actually.
It's a really good
Great
pick.
Team fight, goes together with the Gyro nicely. Gets amplified by Bloodlust. Can get bailed out and amplified by the Legion Commander. It's hard to not pick Crazy in this draft right now.
Oh, I'm definitely not. I'm paying crazy 100%. This draft, I think this last pick, Monkey King. I think Skeeter is honestly a better carry than Ace right now, and I think he knows how to play the map. And the thing I love about Monkey King is you kind of have a long cooldown ulti, but he doesn't make you a long cooldown hero. Monkey King, you use your ulti, you win a team fight. All of a sudden, you're at the other side of the map, solo killing another hero. I think this is a perfect hero for this patch and for this draft because you just want low cooldowns that move around the map super quick and.
Man,
That's going to be Monkey King. So I think Gyro might have a rough lane, but besides Gyro not having the best lane, I think that the other two lanes should go really well for Monkey King and Legion.
I hope Cloud9 are going to be able to pull this off because it feels like second pick is just so damn good. They just like countered every single phase. You know, they got first pick Phoenix, so they pick Mirana and then get a Legion commander also with it. You know, they got Undying. Okay, we'll pick Gyrocopter in the next couple. And then, you know, they see DK and Clockwork and all this melee, and they're like, well, we'll round it off nicely with a Monkey King chef's kiss. Mwah. And if this just goes as dominant as it feels like second pick is just a nice thing to have. They didn't even pick that. They picked Radiant, and Cloud9 took first pick. So we'll see, though. It feels like we're both on the same page for what, you know, how we feel on the draft. We'll just have to see how things unfold. It can always change based on the skill and based on the execution.
Again, I love the incoming scoreboard. Mirana played by Owie, so it is him again. He is 86 and 33 on it. I believe he plays I know he has one of the highest win rates in pubs because it's what you're talking about. He plays with his friends, but he plays with his high skilled friends. That's the difference than Anna. I think Owie has something like an 81% pub win rate. I'm not even kidding.
It's crazy. I remember. I don't know if it's still the case, but you would go to his Dota buff. And he had, like, top ranks on every hero.
Everything, yep. I wouldn't be surprised if it's still the case, because he loves 5-stack and loves winning. I don't blame him.
All right, we're talking too much good things about Owie. Say something bad about Owie.
He's trash.
Nice.
Owie, this man might have won TI. You want to know why? Because he was led by one of the greatest captains of all time. It wasn't the fact that they had to permanently ban Techies or Naga, and that Owie was one of the key components. Just kidding. Yeah. Rest in peace, TI5, EG, Universe, and Peter. Announcing retirement.
I know.
Sad days,
I wanted to bring that up,
sad.
but it makes me super sad. It's mega sad, boys, to see both of them step out. Can only hope that, you know, maybe things change on the horizon. An awesome DPC League season suddenly unfolds. The Dota's ripe for the picking and looks, you know, like everybody wants to get in on. We'll only hope. In the meantime, still excited about our American Dotes that we have here. Crazy, Cloud9, Quincy, all of these teams, lots of talent. They're looking to not just be the other team and it's only EG, you know. They want to be out of the shadow of Evil Geniuses and show that there's a lot more to offer in the NA region.
The battle begins.
Oh, that was just what Kezu kind of got played for these runes, so it's going to be 3 for C9. Or wait, no, they got scared off. The Ogre stole, so it's 2 for. All right.
Yeah, they went in pretty deep here, I guess, recognizing the numbers that Cloud9 had towards the top half of the map, so they're able to at least break even on this. Looking forward to watching. I feel like every game I watch Crazy, I'm like looking forward to watching Moon play X because, you know, he's been shuffling through all the 4 positions. I don't think I've seen him play Ogre. It's not stylish, but he can still be aggressive with it, and that's Moon nature right there.
It looks like it is just Owie, because even last game he was playing 4 as well, so it might just be a Mirana thing at this point. I'm curious.
True as well.
And, yeah, this Ogre, that's the thing. Can an Ogre make plays? I mean, when you're level 6, right, it's natural plays. You cast stun, you're like, either I get a kill from the multi, or I don't. And yeah, I actually love that. I'm always an RNG fan.
Ding, ding, ding is probably the only iconic play an Ogre's ever done in Dota history, I feel. But he has that toolkit and is like the silent participant in a lot of these fights.
I thought the tip was for middle lane. It wasn't. Eternal Envy skilled stun it too. And he skilled it so he didn't get Jingu procced on him, but you can only cast that ability like 3 times with your mana. Oh no, I actually think that one skill might just lose in the lane. I'm curious to see with the creeps push into his tower how it goes, but that's a really weird pickup because it means you can't secure your own range creeps as well with the fire breath. I'm really surprised he did that.
Pi eats an arrow in the meantime. Top lane eats a lot of damage. Only has one more tango, so it does have to be a little careful when these decay stacks go away. He does manage to stack another one. He was trying his best to keep Owie in check, but he's not working with the highest hero pool and has to be a bit careful. Owie's got another arrow in the pocket and could turn things around. Meanwhile, bottom, I hear a rocket firing out onto Misery. So I liked, in theory, this Clockwork Phoenix lane. It sounds like they've got great synergy on paper, but, you know, Gyro and Ogre, obviously, not the easiest to kill. So I'm curious to see what really unfolds down here.
Yeah, and I think one of the bigger things is, you look at compare the armors in lane. Ogre has 7, Gyro has 6. Misery, he has 4 because of the ring protection, and Snake King has 3 because of the ring of protection. They actually just lose right-click battles because of that. I didn't notice that in the draft, but you have a combined 13 armor versus like 5 in lane. We'll see. Moon Meander, he should just walk out.
This allows for easy targets for Snake King to snipe with the Forge Spirits. Lots of burn there, but it's actually Owie getting the first blood.
What?
Owie and
like
Pi,
in the jungle. Yeah,
they've been dancing around non-stop, and it looks like Pi's days were eventually numbered. I mentioned before he was really low on the heal. Only had the 1 tango. I don't imagine he was able to fish out any more from the courier, so I guess just being a little too far out of position, Owie's able to chase him down.
Oof. These lanes are going real badly for Cloud9 already. Obviously, top lane, you got the 1v1 kill. Middle lane, Bryle is just putting on a clinic right now. 15-7 versus 7-2. And he's been doing a lot. If you actually want to go back and watch his replay, because you're a mid player, you should. Like, the creep aggro stuff he's doing against the tower and with the tower is super cool. He's making sure Envy can never even step up to hit a melee creep, much less a ranged creep. He just used a stun to get a 1 melee creep and 1 melee deny. And now he has to leave. It's a beatdown.
And, you know, I don't know what can come to bail him out. I don't think Guy's going to be rolling into the neighborhood, the mid-neighborhood, and try to help out. That'd be tough. And obviously Phoenix, you know, maybe, but it could leave Misery with his hands full in this bottom lane if he has to divert. So, you know, it's on Envy to just kind of take it for what it's worth and make out the best.
Bottom.
Yeah, they're pinching in Moon, but Moon's sliding his way out.
And keep in mind, the Monkey King should dominate the DK. He's just playing it extreme. Instead of a 95-5 matchup, he's playing it in a 92-2. At 98-2.
Oh.
Good man. 92-2 matchup. There's a variance in there somewhere.
92-2 is like an advanced
Roshan or something.
Yeah. What do you think about the Ogre cosmetic? Are you a fan?
I think it looks really cool, but I don't like that it like opened up Dota to have like. Why is an ogre riding a Chocobo? Like, well, what is going on? Like, actually, like, where did this come from? There's no lore? I actually have no clue.
They
but
threw
it does
the
look
book
sick.
out.
Oh, middle, by the way. I think
know.
Andy might be dead.
He's been running around the tower a full 360. Now he's just trying to sidestep, gets the Dragon Tail off, quickly tries to nab a creep, and runs out the other direction. But
he might be alive.
Done.
Dude, take the tower off, you Bryle.
Oh. And Envy
bad,
slide through the trees. Don't do this to me,
He's
Monkey
okay.
Man.
He's not gonna die, man. Unless he has Boundless Strike up, he's not gonna die. Yeah, this is a really good play. Envy's actually gonna outplay Bryle. I don't know what's going on. He's got I can't watch middle lane. I'm having a heart attack just watching this.
Somehow Envy, as always, finds his way to scientifically make it out of what could have been an awkward situation. Pi taking to the courier here to get a couple of wards, but he has not been able to be by the side of Ace. You know, impressively, Ace is really making it work on his own in the lane. Maybe credit to Pi on diverting a lot of the tension away from, you know, from Owie to go elsewhere. But his troll is still finding good farm and outpacing the Gyro for now.
Yeah, and that's one of the good things. Even though you don't have a save like the Oracle or Shadow Demon or something for the troll, your laning phase is always going to be good. The Oracle only matters till you're level 6. Right now, the troll showing off why he needs to win that lane.
That roaming Snake King. Envy says, I do need the help. Get in there, Snake King.
He has no mana. He just level 1 stun. No, I Light of Heaven it, my bad. He just didn't have Soul Ring up either.
I love how you said Light of Heaven. I know exactly what you're talking about, but no one out there probably does.
They might. There is the Phoenix alive? Yeah, alright. Everyone's just middle laned. Everyone's super low HP, but no one's actually dying.
Moon's here now, too.
Yo, what up?
You guys want to have tri-lane action? I'm here to play. Takes the sentry right under the nose of Envy. Envy tries to muscle onto him, but Bryle's there waiting. Arrow not going to find its mark, though. And Envy will be able to Dragon Form and rush out to safety.
So this just means it's 1v1 lanes now. So it's a Gyro versus a Clock bottom. Gyro should win that. Troll versus Legion. Troll should win that. And that's pretty much what's happening. Troll is definitely the biggest beneficiary of this, as we have the 3v3 middle stone.
Oh, the arrow set up from the stun by Moon.
They have damage, though.
But yeah, they got to have the damage. That mostly falls on Bryle.
Oh my, he might be dead.
And
He's dead.
yeah, they turn it back. Here comes Snake King. And Misery snipes it with the rocket.
Level 1 rocket. I'll take that.
It's under attack.
Dude, that's perfect. That is the thing. They don't really have damage yet. The Monkey King doesn't do damage.
No,
He
Cloud9
doesn't
are
even
back.
skill his ulti. Yeah, he has nothing, and that was a good turnaround. That's the thing. You always look who can do more without items. A DK at level 6 is worth more than a Monkey King at level 6 if neither of them have damage. Corrosive is just really good.
So even Envy evening out the playing field in the mid lane a bit with a bit of the chaos that's happened. Troll's getting a lot in the top lane. Misery's, he's holding his own, and that's probably the lane you can certainly give to Crazy if Gyro's getting a good amount. Actually, they're not. They're pretty neck and neck. 35, 33 CS. C9 have definitely recovered a bit.
Yeah, they have. I mean, this Troll's just pulling the creep wave into the big camp. He's always securing himself an extra 100 gold and a chance at neutral items. That's 6 free strength, 6 free agility.
Oh,
On his Ironwood tree.
Kezu comes bottom. He's got duel.
Oh, okay.
But
Misery's that's strength treads and ring of protect. He is a tanky clockwork, and he scouted out.
Misery with the foresight and the tip. I know you're there. Have a nickel, sir.
That's a good. He can't do anything top, so he's forced to go bottom. Gets scouted out. Cloud9, they're playing a half step ahead right now, and they're looking at middle. You gotta be careful. That's the thing too. Monkey King, if he gets hit by one fire spirit, he just feels super bad. So even though it's only a level 4 Phoenix, it works out well with the DK because Monkey King can't attack ever because of the fire spirit.
They do have that one bit of vision there, though, right where Pilot Eye dropped the tombstone. So Monkey King kind of knowing trouble's coming. But look at Cloud9's wards. They have their own vision right behind that tier 1 to see if Bryle's hiding within those trees. I'm curious to see if they try to strike, but I don't know what they have. It's Misery with that hook shot. Gyro's here now, too, though. We're going to see a throwdown if something is to kick off.
Or just take the free gold from Tombstone, I guess.
All right, see you later.
That's what's going to happen. Dude, this is really good for C9, though. Just the Troll. Everyone is moving around except for Troll, who just continues to farm. Big camp farm the lane. Treads 1, double Wraith. It must be an ace thing. He's going Helm of the Dominator again.
Pretty wild, but we'll see if he can Trailblaze it into his Troll meta. Meanwhile, mid, Bryle, Moon. Oh, nice not dodge. Able to get
He's dead now.
With
Bryle's
the setup.
dead. Way over
yep, with him getting stunned up, they're going to finish him off. It's Cloud9 now inching ahead. 2-1, Misery not done. Hook shot, gets the catch onto Kezu. Looks to lock them around. Battery Assault ticking away. They need a bit more. Snake King, Breathe Fire not quite there. The Death Ray, the Death Ray. It's good. Snake King gets the last hit. Cloud9 get another one. And they have that Troll who just continues to farm. This time he's farming bottom.
Yeah, I think Cloud9 just playing this so well. They're rotating a lot of heroes middle. They realize the DK can almost never die to him. Even though the Monkey King destroys him in lane, he can never truly kill him because of the armor, and Monkey King does no damage. So they're just abusing that while Troll farms.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And no surprise to see that Misery is going to go right for the Blade Mill. Blade Mill received that little nerf, taking away the intel, but still cheaper from the broadsword and still has that extra damage, and obviously very valuable to have against the gyrocopter in this game.
I don't know, I think Crazy's focusing way too much on middle. You're not killing Eternal Envy, and you're kind of just, there's 4 heroes middle at that point. Only the Gyro is up farming top. See? I think they might want to defend top. Skeeter's going to tank a lot of tower damage because he wants to tank for the siege creep. Here comes Snake King now.
Gets the whole wave out, tries to pull focus. But Misery's on the prowl. I imagine he's got hook shot. He wants to put it to work whenever the opportunity does arise. And it looks like they draw out the game plan to go all the way up to the top lane here. Now he's here. I don't know if he's going to just try to lob an arrow.
Oh, Skeeter.
Oh, from behind, Skeeter. They spot him on the way out. Misery there, but here comes Moon, rotating under the tower. And the burn, but he pops the wand. Skeeter, he's got the speed, and he's good. Go Crazy.
Wait, what? I've never even seen
what?
that line. That's perfect. I was like, wait,
how perfect
who
is
said
that?
Who said that?
This isn't even an alt chat? Oh,
It is not. It is just he's going crazy.
that's so funny.
And now you see why some teams have been picking Dire too, where Ace is farming. He's farming the enemy team's neutral, what's that called? The Ancients, as well as those, and he's super safe because of it. And it's like the one advantage Dire has, and the camp's top. I'm surprised
Yeah.
Undying hasn't actually stacked more for him.
Yeah, obviously with Radiant usually putting most of their focus on that top tier 1, mid tier 1, and taking over the top half of the map. That bottom Radiant side seems always ripe for the pickings at this point in the game, certainly.
I'm looking at hero levels. Troll is level 11. The next closest on the enemy team is the DK who just hit, the Monkey who just hit 9. And yeah, this Monkey doesn't really do anything anymore, which is sad. He needs to start moving around with his teammates or clearing creep waves. Right now, he is just kind of jumping around, doing nothing.
Until he gets, the ulti and they can like pair it together in a little bit of a, combo factor with the gyrocopter and you have everyone else like just dumping in damage, they can certainly do some work, but it definitely feels like that early power peak is past and they're going to have to wait till they get the extra levels and items to pull it all together. And this is Cloud9's time here. Instead of Misery's going to keep going on the move with hookshot, seems to be on cooldown now, and Howie snipes a creep, whether he was aiming for Misery or not, takes that one. And they have Snaking Egg too, so your hookshot, you got Egg. They can keep fighting as a 4-man or even 3-man unit, cause diversions to allow both Troll to farm and maybe even Envy to farm and / push a lane. This is kind of a late quota for a DK to take a mid-tier 1. He's trying to get to it. It's really low, but it looks like they have plans to go elsewhere. They smoke and head north.
Misery, you gotta watch out for that arrow top. Only way there, yeah, they're setting up for an easy gank on Skeeter here. Misery trying to get in.
Got it.
That hits.
Goes in. Moonlight comes out. The arrow should find its mark, but Clockwork already dished out the battery assault. Skeeter now able to make a bit of distance. Owie moves in, is able to clean out that Clockwork. Moon shows up. So does Kezu and Bryle, and they get the duel and the finish onto Snake King. Crazy, turning it around, pulling out everyone to the top lane. Cloud9 just have to take that for what it is and just say, you know what, that's fine. Troll's still farming, so we got that.
Yeah, Troll's farming, and they're going to get middle tower too. I like how they both TP'd. Pilot Eye and Envy both TP'd, and yeah, they know it's happening, but even though they lost 2, they still make the best out of it.
Yep.
It's a smart play.
Perhaps even a still better trade. It's only, just a Clockwork and a Phoenix to have your core farming, to have the extra tower money. That's really nice. What's he getting after this Helm of the Dominator? Possibly Sage and Yasha? He's got Yasha for now.
I think S and Y plus Satanic is so good on the Troll. It pretty much gives you a second life. It gives you your own save at that point.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing... Oh, okay, Owie's going to get a Vessel. That will help a bit against the powerful Troll when he goes into that full mode, but... Again, does force Moran to get a little close into the fight. You don't want to get too close to C9. Okay. Cloud9 just obviously using the half of the map where their vision is. It's 15 minutes. They'll grab these 2 bounties, and Crazy will grab the 2 bounties at the top.
Alright, so both teams gonna play on their side. 3-3 at 15 minutes. I did not realize this game was this slow, and that obviously favors Cloud9 with the Troll. The only problem is we saw they keep going on Gyro, and it looks like a free kill, and then he just pops Wand, and he's okay. Because neither team really has that much burst until the Troll starts getting some items.
And look at this Gyro build, where one side we see the Helm of the Dominator on the Gyro in the last game. This one, it's the old trusty Yasha, and then go forward with the BKB. Everybody's got their own little flair, their own take. It's so funny. Some like drums, some rush the Ags. I don't know. It's always different. It's usually should be what the game calls for, but I don't know if this what Yasha says about this game. You want the move speed and attack speed.
Says
attack the egg faster, I guess. That's nice.
Yasha always wants to get bought. That's what carry players always want to buy Yasha. Remember when it used to be Lincolns? Carry players just wanted to buy Lincolns every freaking game. Glad that fell off.
Better than everyone buying Midases. Just Midases and Midases
agree.
only. Yeah,
Midas great. I haven't seen many of them yet, luckily. Even though people are, it got buffed since it gives the same amount of gold. No, it didn't.
What was
don't
a
ever
dark
buy it.
time, one of your least favorite dark times of Dota? What metas? You know, we've seen a lot in the days of. Hold on, probably might die mid lane. Yeah, stun called
Evil,
out.
level 6. Goodbye, Fred. Wait, look at the heals.
But yeah, you know, there's been times of the troll sniper era, the tinker era, the Midas era, the death push. You know, all these different chapters of Dota meta history. Which was your least favorite to, you know, commentate and watch?
It had to be, because it was the when was that the axe troll jug meta, and they were buying Midases. The
Yeah.
spin to win plus Midas era. No, thank you. Get me out.
Yeah.
That
Not
one
a
was
fan.
just terrible. They're playing aggressively top. Kezu doesn't have a blink though, as he has Vlad, so you don't just have that instant jump, which is a problem. He's tanky, but you don't have that jump. He's more of a, I'm gonna duel someone mid-team fight. I'm not the pig off.
This seems like they do want to, lean on the side of team fight, come together and push. A bit what we saw there in the top lane before. I imagine they're going to have to wait till that BKB's done on Gyro before they can really feel confident in these throwdowns. And yeah, Kezu's not going to be going blink at all. So no one really to jump in and get things started for their team. And okay, they're going to have Moon get the 4 staff. I wasn't sure because you need a spirit person, a spirit vessel candidate, and that is typically Mirana, I guess, and he already has it done. But, you know, you still want to have a force because Clockwork could be a problem too. And it looks like Moon's going to be able to farm that up. And to his convenience, so I thought he got the extra gold neutral item, but no, he just got the old keen
They're
optic.
chasing. They would prefer not to find Pilot Eye, but if they must. Oh, Tombstone's down.
Long jump in, and Misery does catch out Bryle from behind with the Blade Mail, and is going to force him out from the back, but a successful duel snipe on Pilot Eye. It's one apiece now. Envy looking to move in, gets hit from the vessel, and they're going to just easily chunk down both Bryle, Moon, Owie, and Kezu,
Rampage.
all falling down. It's ultra kill for Ace. He is totally flexing everything he's built up for this moment.
He actually, the Helmet of Dominator side, he just ran at him. No one stopped him. He actually just ran straight at him, and I don't know. I guess there's just so much shit on the ground, right? The Phoenix Egg and the Tombstone, you have to focus on it, and then all of a sudden there's just a troll right-clicking you, and you don't have any stuns for him. Like the Ogre had already stunned someone else. The Murano was the first one to die. I don't know. They're just kind of giving Ace a free game, and he's taking it. Sometimes you might not. You might just not know what to do, but he does. Run at the back lines, easy.
Yeah, I don't know what the answer is going to be to stop Ace from just kind of going beast mode in these fights. No one can really square up with him at the moment. You know, the Gyro needs to be in a position where he can kind of cause chaos himself and just draw out a lot of damage, splashing and mowing down backliners. But you know, with where he's itemized and where his farm is, that doesn't feel like it's going to be happening anytime soon.
The decreased gold from creeps, you just see like he's gonna get another item soon, then you just watch him kill these melee creeps. 32 gold a creep, just it actually is so much less gold.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah, so
attack.
Monkey King, by the way, just got battery assaulted and tried to cast ulti the entire time and just couldn't.
Yeah, that's a lot of props to Misery.
That's a
He
no.
got a great hook shot snipe onto Bryle at the start of that, and pretty much took him out of the whole fight.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And to take out your 2 position with the Clockwork, that's got to feel pretty good. And now they're eyeballing the Roche here. And with Troll, they should be able to do it with ease.
Radiant's top tower
They're trying to
is
get a
under
tier 1
attack.
bottom. That's not gonna. It's crazy because Eternal Envy's pushing a tier 2 top for free while they're doing Roche, and he just gets a ton of free damage. And they'll get Roche so easily because of this troll.
Owie cutting waves from behind, trying to slow down any pressure on these lanes as they anticipate they're going to have to play a little bit of the delay game. I don't imagine if you're crazy you want to fight.
Oh!
He uses the hook shot onto Ace to get a bit closer, but they're kind of blocking each other a bit. Moonlight Shadow comes out, but they have the dust. But no extra mana here from Misery, and he's getting blocked out from the creeps. Oh, Ace
Dust
though.
is going away.
Oh, they really want it, but like you said, the dust is going away. Maybe they're hoping the Moonlight Shadow is about to run out. It is, but Kezu finds the good pocket and will TP out.
Yeah, Misery just missed his hook shot. He hooked on the Ace instead of the enemy hero, and it actually just helped him survive. So just a little bit of a miscommunication there. Still up by 5k. They want this middle tower.
Yeah, Troll
Ryle's
completes
chasing.
another item as well. He has a
Dire's top tower is
Basher
under
now
attack.
on his Troll.
Yeah, he's just going to absolutely shred the backlines. Mirana, he can 1v1 anyone in the game right now. I mean, you just look at the net worth, and that's why 4,000 net worth above the next closest.
And Envy, manages to swing down a halberd here, puts it in, right clicks KheZu, and they're just gonna get the easy finish. With Misery's assistance to keep locked in place, there's no chance at all for KheZu to be able to make it out. And here comes Cloud9 now, dictating the pace of the game.
Watching Ace kill this tower by himself slowly. Actually pretty quick.
Feels like it's taking forever for Skeeter to finish this BKB.
Yeah, that's the problem. When you're not winning team fights, killing creeps just doesn't give you enough gold. They're just going to lose their base before you can even get it.
They're going to have to pull Crazy back to the base, and the second that Moon shows up, he gets just evaporated, and he's forced to buy back now. Ace is just digging away on this tier 3. Is there anything they can do to stop him? He even has the Aegis. I think they just kind of lost this Rax.
Yeah, they're going to try to do something. Who's TPing? It's KheZu. No blink, though.
Okay, they stun. I mean, here comes Skeeter now. He's got a BKB. This is what they've been waiting for. Can they even dish anything out? Has the call down, now some flak damage. But Ace still has the Aegis. Still has the extra life. Misery will go down. Yeah. And they get back to the Rax.
Oh my. They might just call it.
They might call it. Oh my god.
This is 22 minutes in, Dakota. I didn't even realize it. Wasn't it like 3-3 at 15 minutes in, and now 23. It's just an absolute a beatdown. This was very similar to last game where it felt like you could pinpoint where the game went wrong. This one was just
you
let the troll free farm, and then
the troll free farm
won.
And then that top fight, it was like the kids were playing. It was like third graders, and then the sixth graders showed up. He just beat the shit out of everybody.
Like, he really did. Ace is just so far ahead of everyone right now, and he has the best hero in the game. That's the thing. Like, even if this went to Omega late game, sure, Gyro might be better overall, but Troll, single target, he is just insanely powerful.
And this was a second pick Troll. A confident move from Cloud9, and Crazy had the full draft kind of opportunity to put out anything they wanted to take it to this Troll. And obviously the game plan they set forth is not developing as they'd planned. And even the lanes kind of were as expected too. It's not like Cloud9 really pulled a fast one on Crazy at any point.
It's not. That's... I'm still learning a lot too about this patch, because it's interesting to see what teams take on the patches, because it really is. Creeps just give way less gold, so it feels like whoever does win that, almost Arrow's Envy doesn't quite. Whoever wins that first team fight, if they win a second team fight, it does almost feel like unachievable. Like if you can win one of the first two, you're good, but if you lose 2 in a row, like we just saw, right? They lost that top one in the jungle, and then they lost bottom. They just lose a Rax, and they're now 10k ahead in a matter of 5 minutes. It's rough.
This was built off the back of a really strong start with MK in that mid lane going to Envy. Maybe a kill opportunity might have slipped through his fingers a bit to really accelerate this MK to the next level, but it looked like the stars were never aligned for him to outpace Ace. And if they weren't going to kind of keep this Troll in check, there was going to be no chance for him. And now Ace is just as mighty as ever. He's even going to go for the Scotty. And
yes,
wow.
And if you have to be real far ahead.
Damn, they're dropping call down, but he might not even lose half of his life. They hit him with the Vessel, but he still has that Aegis. It's got to be probably expiring pretty soon here, and that's might be why Cloud9 decided to just withdraw from this.
He's buying it. Get ready.
Yeah,
there it is.
Pretty unkillable now.
And they just expired. Yeah.
I mean, he hits the Monkey King, lower the move speed, lower the attack speed, and then
the regen. It says it at the very bottom. 35% they're hooking in. Who'd they find?
It's Skeeter. That can't be good. They're trying to bail him out. He pops the BKB, gets the help from KheZu. KheZu looking to go in. This is the best fight they can call for, dropping down the Monkey King ult. But now Troll gets a hold of Monkey King. It just makes minced meat out of him. They commit the egg. There's no one left alive to pop it. Running out the other side is going to be Owie. He gets caught, tries the Moonlight Shadow, makes it to the high ground. Pops a mech.
And he's dead. Yeah, I love the rest of them. The Troll's already just killing the base. Yeah, there's the GG.
I don't blame him. Holy moly. Well,
what a interesting game.
Radiant's
Like,
middle tower
and I
has
say that
fallen.
because everything came down to, it's funny, Eternal Envy in the middle lane, him surviving that level 5 gank where he just ran around in circles, and then 3 heroes came. It actually just bought him so much time. It bought the troll a 1v0 lane. It bought bottom lane Misery enough time to get level 6, and didn't even kill the DK. Like, even though Bryle absolutely dominated him in lane for 5-6 minutes, you can't play greedily at that point because he went for the kill. You're a monkey kid. You don't do damage to a 20 armor DK on a tier 1 tower. You just gotta push your advantage, not try to outplay him. And Envy ends 1-0-15. Ace ends 11-0-1. Just shout outs to them.
Yeah, it's certainly not as expected from what we saw in the draft. It looked like
definitely not.
crazy. We're just like, okay, we're going to counter you here, and we're going to counter you there, and then counter at the very end. But maybe disregarded or just didn't give enough respect to the troll and what was able to do in this game. And credit to Cloud9. You know, as mentioned, they took on the draft for what it was. They didn't try to mix up the lanes. You know, Pile I Die had a little bit of a hard time at the beginning, but still managed to pull focus away from the troll, had Owie running around a lot. Owie wasn't able to really level as fast as we saw in the previous game.
Yeah.
And all these little details. You know, Moon is on the Ogre, and, you know, he's able to kind of be a bit brash and get in the face, but he's not really able to go off and be a playmaker as he normally is. And all these little details just add up, and Cloud9 just go ham.
Yeah, they do. And I didn't like their support too. I still don't know if I'm a fan of it, but it worked out in the mid game. When you have a Phoenix Undying, I'll even add Clockwork in there. We'll just say they had like 3 position 4. They just ran at you and put a bunch of shit on the ground. They had a Tombstone, an Egg, even the cogs. Like, you have to break the cogs to get out because you didn't have 4 steps. They just had a bunch of stuff on the ground that you had to hit. But if there's all that stuff you have to hit, you're not obviously hitting all of it. You're only hitting 1 or 2 things, and we saw a lot of Tombstones just go unkilled. Every single Egg got off but 1. They lost that fight as well. It was a different draft that I'm not sure I still believe in, but they just dominated with it, so I guess I kind of have to. So, shout out to pretty much everyone. I was impressed.
Yeah, you make great points there. It's like a super ADD lineup. It's like there's so much going on, and it really is going to be testing the team's communication to be like, this is the priority order. You know, this is the list of priorities. If when the shit breaks out, you know, when we see this, go for this, and if that pops up, hit that next. And yeah, it's a lot of it's a big test for Crazy. They could not pass the test in game number 2. We're going to come to a break. When we come back, we'll see if things change for game number 3, our last game of the day for the BTS Pro Series, sponsored by Monster. We'll see you soon.